George Hickox. George, we're looking at the SPt2422 series. I know this is one of your favorite collars. Could you tell me a little bit about the features of this collar and what makes it unique, what makes it different than all the other collars on the market?
Sure. Okay. The 2400 series is the one I use for collar conditioning the dog.
Okay.
And collar conditioning means the dog has not had stimulation, and you're going to properly introduce him to stimulation so that you use it for all of your trainer. What I like about it is I've got 50 levels of stimulation.
Sure.
50 levels, in fact, is a number of high levels is not important to me. What is important to me is that I have a number of low levels,
sure,
so the dog can keep his mind open about learning and not being shut down from too high a stimulation. So this has a graph on it. You can see when I have the graph, it goes up.
Yep.
So I just have so many low levels that I'm able to use without the dog panicking.
Oh,
and I think that's really important. We have a momentary mode that no matter how long I hold the button down, it's only 125th of a second. I use the momentary mode not as a reminder, which you might read about sometimes, but for a dog who already knows how to turn it off. Say he was running and he knows that he feels stimulation is supposed to start coming back to him.
Sure.
With a momentary, as soon as he feels it, he turns. He doesn't have longer stimulation than he needed, and that's the trick. Okay. The jump mode, I think it's absolutely just a really neat feature. On the jump mode, I can set my jump. I set it. I can pick any level I want, but when I set it at whatever level I've got, when I hit my jump, it goes to that level. So let's say you had a dog out in an adrenaline pump, he was chasing a deer.
Sure.
What worked in the yard was level 3, but now he really wants that deer or a rabbit.
Jump it up quick.
I can immediately jump it up without stopping to change the dial.
Oh, nice.
If I have to stop and change the dial or intensity level, the moment's lost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay?
Timing with electronic collars is everything.
It's everything,
Sure.
okay? And having the features that allow you as a trainer to make the decisions on what those timings should be. So I like the fact that I've got momentary, which lots of collars do, but I'm able to go to the jump. I've got continuous stimulation, but then I've also got the rise mode. And in rise mode, I can go from my low level to my highest level over 6 seconds. The dog picks his level that he will respond to. I don't have to make the decision. The dog tells me.
And that's just by holding the rise button down.
I can do everything with one hand. I can raise and lower my stimulation levels here, my nick, my jump, my stimulation, continuous or momentary, and I have a buy button. So if I've got it in my vest, I don't even have to look at it. The buttons are all different configurations, so after you use it for a while, you know which button you're on. It's just like using a typewriter.
George, I know this unit comes in a 2-dog model. Can you tell me a little bit about what makes this model different than all the other competitors? I understand that there's a way that you can set the stimulation levels for each collar independently.
Absolutely, and I think that's really important without having to change any knobs. In other words, I could set my orange collar, I could set it for level 2, and I could set my black collar for level 5 or 3. So I could set either collar for any level from 1 to 50. Okay, and they're unique. And simply by pushing my button, I switch from the orange collar to the black collar. Okay, I don't have to lose time by setting them both at the same level and then trying to make an adjustment. I just switch back and forth in there wherever I decide as a trainer to set them.
Well, I could see how that could be useful if you're running 2 different breeds possibly, one that's a little bit more stubborn than the other, or if you're running the same breeds where you have a dog that's more sensitive to stimulation.
Both of those, okay, that you're able to match your stimulation level, but also we use 2 collars on one dog during a lot of the process of the training.
Yeah.
Okay, we use the stimulation on the neck for here, or bending, turning, okay, and stimulation on the belly for whoa, because you can't have a red light mean stop and go. So during the process, we mean stimulation here means come back, stimulation rear means stop. If it was a lab, we have it in the back. Pushes his rear down.
Yeah, I've seen some of that stuff in your dog training school.
Yep,
It's
we
really
use
neat
quite
stuff.
a bit. And so we don't have to, we can switch back and forth quickly, and we can set the levels where we want it to match the stimulation level the dog requires.
Okay.
It's just absolutely super unique. I think it's the best training system in the market.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much for explaining
this to us.
Thank you, Jeff.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.